What truly defines a perfect game? Is it a flawless narrative, gameplay mechanics that feel incredibly refined, or a world that pulls you in completely? It's a high bar. Today, I'm exploring 15 titles that I believe come remarkably close to achieving that ideal. Let's dive right in. And first up is GTA 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 took the series in a notably more serious direction. Playing as Nico Bellic in Liberty City, you immediately notice the incredible detail and atmosphere of the environment. It truly feels like a lived-in, gritty urban space. The physics engine at the time was a significant step up, making vehicle interactions and general movement feel more impactful and grounded. Beyond the technical aspects, the narrative exploring Nico's pursuit of the American dream and his entanglement with the criminal underworld presented mature themes with a surprising amount of depth. The supporting characters were well developed, and the story managed to balance the sandbox freedom GTA is known for with a compelling, character-driven plot that had a lasting impact on many players. Fallout New Vegas is highly regarded for its commitment to player choice and the significant consequences that arise from those decisions within the Mojave Wasteland. As the courier, players are thrust into a complex power struggle where their actions directly shape the fate of various factions and the region itself. The game's writing is one of its strongest points, characterized by sharp dialogue, dark humor, and morally ambiguous situations. Quests frequently offer multiple paths to resolution, allowing players to leverage different skills beyond combat. The robust RPG systems provide for extensive character customization and build diversity, contributing to high replayability and a strong sense of player agency. God of War successfully reinvented the series by shifting Kratos to Norse mythology and focusing on his role as a father to Atreus. The game's strength lies in its fusion of an emotionally resonant narrative, exploring themes of parenthood and breaking cycles, with a thoroughly overhauled and satisfying combat system. The continuous single-shot camera is a notable artistic choice that enhances immersion and keeps the focus on Kratos and Atreus' evolving dynamic. Kratos' internal struggles are portrayed with subtlety, and the gameplay, particularly with the Leviathan axe, offers strategic depth and visceral feedback. The richly detailed Norse realms serve as more than just backdrops, contributing to the lore and the overall cohesive experience. Red Dead Redemption 2 stands out due to its incredibly immersive open world and the depth of its central character, Arthur Morgan. The attention to detail in the environments, NPC routines, and wildlife behavior is remarkable, creating a setting that feels genuinely alive and reactive to the player. Arthur's personal journey, as he grapples with loyalty, morality, and the decline of his way of life, is a narrative highlight, portrayed with nuance and significant emotional weight. The game's deliberate pacing allows for deep engagement with its world and the numerous characters within the Van der Linde gang, blending moments of high-stakes action with quieter, more reflective experiences that contribute to its overall impact. Half-Life 2 was a pivotal title for the first-person shooter genre, largely due to its innovative use of physics integrated directly into gameplay. The gravity gun in particular allowed for creative environmental interaction and problem-solving, setting it apart from its contemporaries. The game excels in its pacing, seamlessly blending combat, physics-based puzzles, and atmospheric exploration without relying on traditional cutscenes, which maintains player immersion. The environments of City 17 and its surrounding areas are rich with visual storytelling, effectively conveying a sense of oppression and a world in decline. The introduction of well-realized companion characters like Alex Vance also added a significant narrative dimension. Baldur's Gate 3 offers an expansive and deeply reactive Dungeons & Dragons experience, giving players a remarkable degree of freedom. The narrative, which begins with a mind flayer tadpole, quickly evolves into a complex, branching saga where player choices have profound and far-reaching consequences on the story, characters, and world state. The turn-based combat system faithfully adapts 5th edition D&D rules, providing considerable tactical depth and strategic variety. A standout feature is the roster of companion characters, each with detailed backstories, personal quests, and dynamic relationships that evolve based on player interaction. The sheer volume of content and the genuine impact of player agency lead to a highly replayable and immersive RPG. Mass Effect 2 is often hailed as the high point of the original trilogy, and for good reason. It's a masterclass in character-driven storytelling and a solid 10/10. Your commander, Shepard, brought back to life to assemble a team for a seemingly impossible suicide mission against the Collectors. The core of the game is building that team. Each squad mate has their own detailed recruitment mission and a deeply personal loyalty mission. Completing these isn't just about getting an upgrade. It's about learning their backstories, helping them overcome their demons, and earning their trust, which genuinely impacts their chances of surviving the final mission. The combat was tightened up significantly from the first game, making firefights feel more responsive and punchy. The pacing is fantastic, moving you through thrilling action, intriguing planetary exploration, and those crucial moments where you're just talking to your crew, making decisions that feel like they have real weight. That final mission is one of the most memorable and tense sequences in gaming history. While the first Bioshock set an incredible stage, Bioshock 2 confidently stepped out of its shadow to deliver a 10 out of 10 experience by offering a different, equally compelling perspective on Rapture. This time, you play as Subject Delta, an early Big Daddy prototype, and your primary motivation is finding Eleanor, the little sister you were bonded to. This immediately gives the story a powerful emotional core. Gameplay-wise, being a Big Daddy feels distinct. You're slower but much more powerful, wielding the drill, rivet gun, and a host of plasmids, often at the same time, which was a great improvement. The moral choices, especially concerning the little sisters and the new big sisters, feel even more impactful. Sophia Lamb serves as a fascinating antagonist, offering a different kind of ideological threat than Andrew Ryan. It cleverly expands Rapture's lore, showing you new areas and aspects of the failed utopia, all while telling a really strong, self-contained story about choice, sacrifice, and the bonds we form. Portal 2 is widely recognized for its exceptional puzzle design, witty writing, and overall polish. It significantly expands on the core Portal mechanics of its predecessor, introducing new elements like gels and light bridges that are cleverly integrated into progressively challenging test chambers. The design consistently encourages creative problem-solving. Beyond the ingenious puzzles, the game is elevated by its sharp, comedic dialogue and memorable characters, including the returning GLaDOS and the newly introduced Wheatley and Cave Johnson, whose voice acting contributes significantly to the game's charm. The inclusion of a fully fledged cooperative campaign with its own unique puzzles and storyline further solidifies its standing as a meticulously crafted and highly enjoyable experience. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is distinguished by its remarkable player freedom and sophisticated systemic stealth gameplay within large open-world environments. As Venom Snake, players are given mission objectives but have extensive latitude in how they approach them, utilizing a vast array of tools, weapons, AI companions, and environmental opportunities. This sandbox design encourages experimentation and leads to many emergent, unscripted gameplay moments. The Fulton recovery system and the development of Mother Base provide engaging progression mechanics. While its narrative elements were a point of discussion, the fluidity of its controls, the depth of its gameplay systems, and the sheer creativity it allows players make it a standout in the stealth action genre. The Last of Us Part 2 is a technically impressive and emotionally challenging game that explores complex themes of revenge, trauma, and empathy in a brutal post-apocalyptic world. Its narrative is unflinching in its portrayal of violence and its consequences, often forcing players to confront uncomfortable perspectives. The gameplay features refined stealth and visceral combat mechanics, with encounters that feel tense and impactful. The level design is intricate, supporting various tactical approaches. Visually, the game achieves a high degree of fidelity in its character animations and environments. The strength of the performances and the narrative's willingness to tackle difficult subject matter contribute to its lasting impact, even if it provokes strong reactions. The original Resident Evil 4 was a highly influential title that redefined the third-person action genre. Its adoption of an over-the-shoulder camera provided a new standard for balancing immersive action with precise aiming. The game's pacing is excellent, consistently introducing new enemy types, memorable set pieces, and inventive boss encounters that keep players engaged. The strategic inventory management, via the attaché case, added another layer to gameplay. It masterfully blended elements of horror with satisfying, empowering action, creating a distinct tone that resonated with a wide audience and set a benchmark for many games that followed. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is renowned for its mature storytelling, the depth of its quests, and its richly detailed open world. As Geralt of Rivia, players navigate a world where choices often have significant and morally ambiguous consequences. The quality of writing is consistently high, across both the main narrative and the numerous side quests, which often feel like compelling short stories in their own right. The characters are well-developed and believable. The world itself is vast and visually impressive, filled with meaningful content that encourages exploration. The core gameplay loop of monster hunting, involving investigation and preparation, adds another layer of engagement to this expansive RPG experience. Elden Ring successfully translates From Software's signature challenging action RPG mechanics into a vast and intricately designed open world, The Lands Between. Its appeal lies in the remarkable sense of freedom and discovery it offers players. The world is dense with secrets, optional bosses, hidden dungeons, and environmental storytelling that encourages thorough exploration. The game trusts players to find their own path and overcome its formidable challenges through skill, experimentation, and a wide array of character build options. The blend of meticulously crafted legacy dungeons with the emergent possibilities of the open world creates a unique and highly rewarding experience that has resonated strongly with many players. Hollow Knight is an exemplary indie title celebrated for its beautiful hand-drawn art style, intricate world design, and challenging Metroidvania gameplay. Exploring the interconnected kingdom of Hollow Nest as the Silent Knight is a journey filled with discovery. The game excels in its atmospheric presentation, tight and responsive combat, and memorable boss encounters that require skill and pattern recognition. The lore of Hollow Nest is subtly woven into the environments and character interactions, encouraging players to piece together its history. The charm system allows for significant gameplay customization, and a constant sense of progression as new abilities unlock further exploration contributes to its deeply satisfying and rewarding nature.